Having recently unboxed the Judge Dredd I Am the Law boxed game from Warlord Games, we thought it was time to take a closer look at the core rulebook for the Judge Dredd Miniatures Game. The rulebook is 160 pages and offered as a soft cover. Although there's also a hardback version, the latter is a limited edition and offered at a premium price. After a brief introduction which provides a basic guide to what is needed to play the game, we're straight into the core rules with how to use the special tokens and dice, the basic game turn and use of actions, and the combat system which works at ranged and close combat level using the specialist symbol dice. Along the way, we come across some great background sidebars and some of the best artwork from the ongoing Judge Dredd adventures from 2000 AD and the magazine. Having established the core rules, the next sections deal with specific aspects. Mounted models, vehicles, terrain and their use and effects in the game are fully explained, although, like the core rules, there are actually very few examples of play, and those that are present are textual rather than visual. Of course, part of megacity life is conflict, and conflict requires weapons. The ARMOURY section outlines the name and stats for a full panoply of weapons, most of which have featured in the comic book stories over the years. From pistols to spit guns, stump guns to rocket launchers, baseball bats to culinary lasers, they are all here, fully explained and statted out for gameplay. Those weapons with special rules are explained, with 2 textual and visual examples being used, the first such combined examples in the rules so far. The rules also explain the use of yet more required items to play the game properly, namely the Armoury and Big Meg cards, which offer bonuses and game-changing events when used by the players. The next section deals with the Justice Department, the judges who seek to bring the law to the megacity. Full stats of generic judges and their specialist weapons are given. Then we move on to the same for some of the classic characters from the page of the comic books, including Judge Dredd himself, Judge Anderson, SJS Judge Gearhart, and even the robot judges. Of course, after all that law, we need some characterful lawbreakers. So we have stats and a description for Judge Death, ex-Judge Grice, Vigilante Carl Raider, and scarily efficient Orlok the Assassin. These are the counterpoints to the Justice Department, the most dangerous opponents they have ever faced. Next comes information and stats for the more normal criminals that judges are likely to encounter, such as block gangs, city deaf units gone rogue, the perennial fan favourite Mean Machine Angel, the League of Fatties, and more, all lifted for the comics and brought to the tabletop. There are 6 scenarios included in the book with full instructions and outlines for the players, covering all the facets of the rules. The final part of the rules offers a campaign system, allowing players to use the same force over a number of games, becoming more powerful as time goes on. At the very rear of the book are full-colour, photocopied pages of the Armoury and Big Meg cards. This is a well laid out book with rules that have been adapted from the previous Strontium Dog Miniatures game, but ones which have been given almost a complete overhaul to become a true slice of life in Megacity 1. Almost every aspect of the comic book background has been transposed, and the use of selected classic characters, plus the short snippets of background, use of artwork, and the photographs of game setups really add to the overall atmosphere. One gripe is perhaps the lack of examples of play, especially the now common combined textual and visual, and perhaps the fact that the game uses special dice and counters to make it work. But overall, this is a good looking set of rules that, having tried them, work very well.
This video has been produced by WI Prime. WI Prime is Wargames Illustrated Magazine's online members club. As a WI Prime member, you get access to all Wargames Illustrated videos before anyone else. We'll keep you posted on what's new via the Primetime News Bulletin delivered to your inbox every Friday. If you're not a WI Prime member, you're missing out on loads of benefits, including access to the Wargames Illustrated Vault, freebies, discount vouchers, PDFs of the latest magazine, and more. Find out more about WI Prime by following the link.